Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard, and today I am talking about my blog, Richard Reviews Everything. I don't know how many of you who watch this channel know about the blog. I know a few of you do. I believe there's a link in the description, and if there isn't, you can just tell me and I will put one there for all future videos. Let me, of course, remind you that for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from the company 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. Now, an interesting thing about my blog, Richard Reviews Everything, is that I generally review food products. And it presents a challenge because, like, you know, this thing here, this was a 4-pack of various flavors of alcohol. I've written reviews for them all. Don't think I liked any of them. I think I filmed a video for one of them. Tried to film a video for another, but I didn't turn the camera on for some reason. But you'll notice here that in order to get the shot, I have opened this very carefully, and then I can use basically 2 sides of this, or 3 sides if you count the top, for the picture. And another example that I have is, this is microwave popcorn. And, you know, this great thing about Act 2 is that it has a box where it's like, okay, the long way or the tall way, whichever one you want to show. But you open it at one side so you could still use that box. Otherwise, you would need 2 boxes to show this in the picture when you take the picture for the review, because I take pictures of everything. And of course, you know, here's my box of C4 energy drink. You know, you'll note here that to hide the flaps, I actually push them in. And that's one of those. Oh, I have another thing to show you. Here we go. This is a can of Dickey's Barbecue Pit original barbecue beans. But the label is that of Dickey's Barbecue Pit Texas barbecue beans, because I took that label off and stuck it to this one. And why did I do that? Well, for one thing, I could not find 2 cans of this particular flavor when I was trying it. So I had to improvise. And for another thing, I have three flavors of this to try, and if I ate 1 can at every sitting, it would mean that I would have to have 6 meals where I'm eating these beans, assuming you're going to eat a whole can of beans at one sitting. And, you know, can you find something else to eat with the beans to make a balanced meal? You really can't. I mean, you can. One of the things I do is I buy frozen vegetables, and I review the frozen vegetables, and I try to throw, oh, excuse me. Not feeling well. So that's one of my issues here. I mean, you could find, it's a lot easier to find different kinds of beans to review than it is different kinds of frozen vegetables. You would think frozen vegetables would be easy. I have found those like little steamer boxes from Green Giant. You grab one, open the bottom carefully. You can use it in the review. You don't necessarily need to buy 2. But you can only do that so much. And in fact, you know, the logistics of this, because I am trying to have a full year of reviews set at all times, has been a nightmare. Because, I mean, you buy a packet of pancake mix, okay, now you've got pancake mix, and you've got to eat however many meals of pancake mix that is. I have some boxes that are 4 meals, and some boxes that are 10 meals, I think. I really don't know. I'm not big into pancakes, and I realize I think I've got 6 or 7 boxes of pancake mix. Some of them I have one box, some of them I have two. I have gotten to the point where, you know, I try to buy as little of the product as possible and still make the review look convincing. You know what I mean? But, my cat is trying to get in. But that's one of those, it's a logistics thing. Oh, excuse me. It's a logistics thing with that blog, is that if I don't have, if I don't have a really good head on my shoulders, I wind up with exactly what I did wind up with, which is a house full of stuff I haven't reviewed. And I mean, I tell you this much, I got sick. I was too sick to cook. And I said, I still need to get a review in. I mean, just because I'm sick doesn't mean the world I live in stops. So I went to my cabinet and I said, okay, I need soup. What kind of soup do I have? Nice, warm, fill me up, get some water into my system. And I grabbed a thing of soup, and it was 2 years out of date. And I ate it and I was fine. And for the most part, the dates on packaging are suggestions. Okay? They are suggestions you should probably heed, but exactly where they get at that idea, we don't know. It's the company's responsibility to decide when an expiration date is. Alright? The more I talk, the worse I feel. So it's like this can here says Best Buy 3/12/24. Alright? So it would expire this year. I think I purchased it sometime early last year. When it was made, it may have had a two-year shelf life, but it says best, so that when you eat this, the flavor should be what it is intended by that date. Okay? But do understand that if you eat it a day late, there will be no significant change to the product. And whether that product is safe to consume, we don't know. Okay? The only time you absolutely know that a canned product is not safe to consume is when the can bulges because it has bacteria in it. Beyond that, you just never know. So yeah. You know, it's one of those things I just wanted to talk about, was the logistics of having a blog where I review something every day. You know, things can be as great and easy as a sandwich at a fast food restaurant. I buy the sandwich, I take its picture, I eat the thing, I write the review. Something like this, a little more complicated. I need at least 2 units of the product to have a convincing review, or I need to find some kind of a substitute for that unit visually. And I mean, the beans you see in the picture have to be these beans. The label around the can, it doesn't matter what's in the can so long as the can is the right size and right brand of can. If this were the same size can but made by another manufacturer, that might be a problem. But I mean, you can't open this from the bottom because it's a stack can. Anyway, just something I wanted to talk about. More soon. I'm Richard.
Danger Ducky says, based on my readings of your strange dimension, you should comment, like, and subscribe.